Hey, it's your girl Jay, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thanks so much for starting through, and if you're returning, welcome back, girl. So you guys know on my channel we like to do a lot of things. We like to talk crap, we like to get cute, and we love to do our hair. So today we are going to be doing just that. I found another way to help my girls save hundreds and hundreds of dollars by teaching them how to do their own hair themselves. And today we are kind of running it back on the style that we already done, but I just needed to really emphasize on the technique, because I get a lot of questions on how to feed in hair, how to do the ends, how to do like little small things, and I realized like I really kind of go quick in my other videos. So in today's video, we're really going to focus on technique and things like that. So as you see, we have in some luscious, gorgeous hair, and we are working with a new brand today. So we're working with Queen Virgin Remy. Before I say anything else, I just want to let you guys know that before I get on this camera and put my face to a product, like really vouch a product, I do a great job of vetting the companies. Like when I first felt this hair, I knew. Like I just knew. Just look at this video. I was really showing out. When I tell you I am completely like, I just love it. It's so light, it's so like so good. And I love when I get hair from a company and it doesn't have that odd fishy smell. Y'all know what smell I'm talking about. So I do want to say thanks to Queen Virgin Remy for sponsoring today's video. So girl, they did send us over 4 bundles of their 24-inch water wave hair. As you see, I only have 2 bundles left. I used a full, when I say I'm full, I used a full 2 bundles in my hair today. So this is what we actually had left over. And when I tell you, so good. Just look at the quality of the hair. This company really showed out in wavy hair, okay? They really did their big one. So I'm gonna have a link down below in the description box where you can actually go and get your own. Just click that link and you'll be good to go. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer because I know what you're here for. So let's go ahead and get into the products really quick. So like I said before, and I did use 2 bundles of the 24-inch wavy hair. Now if you wanna do full human hair, I would recommend that you get at least like maybe 3 or 4 bundles. But if you are wanting to do synthetic hair as well, then 2 bundles will definitely suffice. I did use 1 pack of synthetic hair. I didn't use the whole entire pack. I only used 2 of the bundles out of the pack, and that's what really gave us some good length as well. Now this hair does come in the color natural brown, so if you have hair that's more on the darker side, I would recommend that you get like a black color or be prepared to dye the hair. Of course, I did go for the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers. Now I did interchange in between the Magic Fingers and just the yellow Shine and Jam, because honestly either one works for me. A sturdy rat tail comb, a couple clips, and a 3-way mirror, and a braiding rack. I am going to recommend that you use a braiding rack. Even if you don't have to separate the synthetic hair on there, it's definitely a game changer when separating the human hair, so I do recommend that as well. So that's pretty much all we're gonna need for today's style. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial now. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and yeah, let's do it. So naturally we're going to start with parting. Since we are doing the size medium, this is how it's going to go, and I am following a braid map that I'm going to have up here for you. So we want to have 5 rows on each side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 2 rows below the ear. When we say below the ear, this is the tip of the ear, and you want 2 rows here. Now it looks a little uneven because I have like kind of like peaks in my hair, like in my hairline, so they go like this towards the bottom. So it's gonna look a little bit bigger on me, and that's just because I have those peaks, and a lot of people do. As far as your hairline is concerned, as you see, I have some natural baby hair that kind of pops out here, but when you are parting, you want to make sure you are parting straight back, like you're doing like straight. You see what I'm saying? You see how it goes straight back? It's not like curved going this way, it's just straight back. You want to make sure you keep that comb straight when you are parting, and then this is how your parts should look. But we're going to go ahead and get started. It is almost 10 o'clock. I want to see how fast I can get these done. So I'm going to do a couple of the braids, and then I'm going to be back with some more instruction. And excuse me, allergies are killing me, so I'm a bit congested. So yeah. Alright, so I mentioned that I wanted to get to the nitty-gritty on some of the techniques that I do that I might have been moving too fast on. The first thing that a lot of people were saying is that they are having a hard time braiding in the blunt piece of the human hair. So what you want to do is make sure that you are braiding underhanded. Don't braid overhanded, it makes it a whole lot harder. And then also don't go shy on that gel. Use a gel before you get to the blunt end so that it's already going to be on the hair. You don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to show you one more time. I already have a little bit of gel on my hands, so you'll see it's already on the hair. And if I feel the braid is starting to feel a little bit dry, I'll add more gel. But as you see, it's just going to seamlessly blend right in. That is going to be because I already have product on my hand and I am braiding underhanded. Another thing that I wanted to address is people were saying that they were having an issue where the hair is slipping out. This hair is not cheap, so you don't want the hair slipping out. So you want to make sure that you have enough of the hair in the actual braid. As you see, I just slid it down so that I have about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of human hair in the actual braid. How do I get that piece of hair, like the human hair, in the base of the braid? First, you want to make sure that you start your base off first. I don't recommend starting with the human hair because it will slip out and it's going to get all, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I like to start my base first. I braid 1 or 2 braid motions. Then I slip the human hair in between my middle finger and my index finger, and I'm going to blend it in with my hair. Now, we're not adding synthetic hair yet because we are in a part of my hair that the density is a lot thicker than other parts. So you see I'm braiding in really thin pieces of synthetic hair, whereas in other parts of my hair I might add in thicker pieces. I laugh and I joke about the boneless braids, but you probably heard of the phrase going around on like social media, but this is kind of like a braider's signature. Some braiders only braid a specific way. They might have larger boxes and smaller braids, or some braiders have the braids be the same size as the box. I can actually do both, but this time we are doing boneless. So basically the squares, like the boxes, are actually going to be a lot bigger and the braids are going to be thinner. This is just a personal preference that I'm choosing for this style because I really want the hair to outshine the braids in this case, but I do want nice crisp parts, if you get what I'm saying. Trick to a really full look is going to depend on how much hair you actually feed in. You can feed in as much or as little hair that you want. I'm doing about 4 to 6 pieces per braid. You just have to remember, this style is not low maintenance. You have to take care of this hair like you would if you have bundles in your hair. It's human hair, but you know, just like with our hair, we can't just leave it, wake up every day and do nothing. So be mindful of that when you are feeding in the hair. But the more hair you add, it just gets more and more beautiful in my opinion. The braids at the top seem like they would be the easiest, but they are actually the hardest because you have to find a uniform position to make all of the braids look the same. So you want to make sure you're tilting your head to the side so that it's more comfortable and you can get a really good grip. You're going to split it into 3 and you're going to begin your plait like normal. As you see, I can't do overhand because it's on the side. So you want to braid using your knuckles to really help you get that good grip. And then, like I said before, you want to do 1 or 2 braid motions, and then you're going to slip the human hair in right in between your middle finger and your index finger, and then you're going to continue that braid motion. Now we're going to begin to braid in the synthetic hair. So the hair in this part of my head is actually quite uneven. As you see in those 3 sections, we have 2 sections that are longer and thicker than the 3rd section. So because I do want the braid to look uniform and sleek, I'm going to make sure that I add in thicker pieces of the synthetic hair so that it'll all even out when it's all said and done. As you see, the braid is going to be all one size instead of it being like super lopsided because one section was smaller and thinner. I hope that makes sense. And since this is the final braid and the braid that's going to be seen the most in the front, I'm going to actually feed in about 6 or 7 pieces of human hair because I want it to really be full and frame my face really good. And so here I'm just giving you a much better point of view. This is the point of view which you would actually see if you were doing your own hair. Everything I said before stands the same. I just wanted you to see it from a different point of view. And see how braiding underhanded is going to give you such a flat braid. Like it's going to be so nice, neat, and cohesive. Alright, so we are at the tail end, literally. So I have about 54 braids. This rack holds about 60 pieces of hair on each spool. I'm just prepping this hair so that it can be added to the ends. So I wanted to zoom in so you could get a really good picture of what I'm actually doing. So as you see, I took a thin piece of the human hair and I'm just going to braid it in. Not like how we would if we were feeding it in and leaving boho hair out. We're going to braid it in right with the rest of the hair. Now we're only going to braid it down just a little bit, just enough so that it doesn't come out. We're going to start forming a knot and we're going to secure that knot around the base of the hair. Now, depending upon how much synthetic hair you have sticking out the ends, you may or may not have to actually cut the synthetic hair off. In this case, I will because I have a lot of synthetic hair sticking out the ends, and as you see, the 1B hair is darker than the actual human hair, so I went ahead and just clipped those ends off. Alright, so we are pretty much done. It is right at 4:30 and we are finished. So far the ends look like this. Now I know I haven't done a lot of on-screen talking. I'm so congested. I was like, I don't want to sound nasal. So we are going to be dipping high though because these are kind of long. These are kind of long. I'm going to make sure not to dip any of my real hairs. So I'm just going to dip from like right here and down. And so you don't really have to dip the human hair. I'm not going to dip the human hair because I just don't have to, and I don't want to have to worry about it waiting for it to dry either. So I'm going to go ahead and just dip. And so this definitely comes in handy. It's from the dollar store. People always ask where I get it from. And so this is just sealing the ends before we cut them off. If you guys remember, the ends look kind of straggly right now. This is a great way to get rid of any hair that might shed later because you don't want to have to deal with that later on. And if you did a good job, you really shouldn't see too much shedding. As you see, this is what we got. All of the brushing that we did, this is all that came out. That means we did a really good job with making sure like the pieces don't slip out. Alright, so we are here with the final look, you guys. Medium boneless butt length boho braids. Let's get into the parts. I want to show y'all close up so you can see. Because can you see? I ate down. I ate absolute down. So cute. When I tell you. Okay, I'm gonna keep these. I think I'm gonna be keeping these ones in for a bit. Triple up on the human hair. Literally triple up on the human hair, and you're gonna get that same look. You can't tell me this doesn't look like it's like a, you know, like a bust down gown. No, that's what I like it to look like. I love for it to look like this. Even from the side it's really giving. So cute. So I do want to say thanks again to Queen Virgin Remy for sponsoring today's video. I have really enjoyed working with you guys. Hope to work with you again in the future. I hope this video was really helpful for all of my girls. Make sure that you leave it down in the comments if you have any questions or concerns, or just, I don't know, tips or anything like that. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.